can't get along, you better get it on. You should always have a chip while you on your throne. Nobody cares, you better stay alive. But for now, we up to bat, we yelling hit or die. Hit or die, hit or die, hit or die, hit or die.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Hit or Die Podcast, episode 74. You're here with your hosts, Jake Saldati and Chad Rothford. Just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that bought stuff on our store. We appreciate the support. Trust me, it doesn't go unnoticed. We can see, obviously who bought stuff and whatnot. So again, we appreciate it.
I know we get reached out for people that want stuff, and we're like, yeah, we'll open a store and see how they do. And it was fine. Again, we just appreciate everybody supporting us that way. And I mean, there's other ways to support too. I mean, anytime you share it, we appreciate that. That's supporting the show, or, watching the YouTube or subscribing, stuff like that, leaving comments. That's huge support. So we appreciate all of it. There we had some MLB stuff we wanted to get into. They posted the playoffs and how they're going to do as far as locations go. And so you have the National League playing in Texas, really. I think Arlington or where the Rangers play, and then I believe in Houston. And then the American League will be in San Diego and in Los Angeles. I'm not sure if it
should be the other way, shouldn't it?
Well, that's why I wanted to look at it, because I thought, I mean,
if the Dodgers, the National League's playing in American League ballpark,
right.
And
so the NL is playing in Houston and in Texas. And then the American
Manfred's got his stuff figured out.
So the Dodgers won't even be able to play at home.
Yeah.
Having clinched. And, the American League will play in San Diego and LA. And the National League will be playing in domes. So interesting. And then the World Series will take place for the Rangers. Is it Globe Life Park? Yeah, I didn't know the name of it.
Beautiful ballpark.
So, I don't know. How do you feel? Does that bother you? Are you good with that?
I mean, you play the whole season traveling. So
the whole season.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you play the season traveling anyway. So why are you going to make it a bubble platform for the playoffs?
You hadn't done that all year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's especially baseball, man. It's postseason baseball.
Especially it'll be American League fields as National League parks for the playoffs and opposite for National. Right. It's just
the other thing they were talking about the other day was postseason or the awards for, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year. We haven't talked about it. We haven't talked about much or MLB baseball at all. In a 60-game season, some guys don't even have barely over 100 at-bats.
A lot of guys aren't even hitting over 200.
I mean, is that really a worthy MVP?
Yeah. I mean, you got in the American League, you got Abreu, Trout, and Vogt. And Tim Anderson, he's leading the league in hitting. But National League, you got it was Mookie up there, Tatis. I don't know who else in the National League, but Mike Trout's still the best. I mean, it sucks too because Vogt's having a great year. And I was actually arguing with my buddy Reggie. I'll give him a shout out at Costco. He was saying how much has Vogt done for the Yankees compared to how Trout's done for the Angels, when the Angels probably won't make the playoffs. And I said, okay, I understand where you're coming from. And I said, but look at it this way. Winning with the Yankees, your adrenaline, you're on a good streak, you're going. It seems to be it's just going, it's flowing. Try being Mike Trout where you aren't winning and you still have to perform.
Yeah.
Like Mike Trout. That's tough to do. Because you've been on a winning team, your adrenaline, everything's going right. But nothing's going right for your ball club, but you still have to perform to that standard that everybody holds you to. I feel like that's tougher to do. And I'm not taking anything away from Vogt. He's had a great season. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Luke. You call him Luke, and I like him too because he's a big dude, smashes, and he's had a great season. But I mean, Mike Trout's doing it on a losing team where teams don't even have to pitch to him, really. They don't want to. So it's just
Yeah, I think it's I think people are just kind of surprised that the Angels are where they are.
Yeah.
With what they did in the offseason and their lineup. But they didn't – their bullpen isn't great. Their starting pitching is not great. I mean, you don't just win by offense.
No, and I mean,
and
Abraham's having a great season with the White Sox. I think he's up there in average, and he's leading in extra base hits, and he's doing it quietly on the south side. But
yeah, I think it goes for all things too. You got for pitching and all of it. It's just weird to see a 60-game season and then guys opted out. Some guys didn't even play, so who knows, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why people say asterisk by this World Series, and I mean, I don't agree with that. By the way,
well, I mean, you might have two to four teams in the playoffs under 500. I don't know about that.
And I also saw something out there about do we want to expand the postseason teams for the long haul, so make it more teams get into the postseason, and no.
Are we just handing out free trophies?
Well, yeah, basically.
I like the double wild card. I thought that was great how we made it that, but then just to keep adding teams, it's like
like you said, you're going to have teams under 500 that are making the postseason. It's just weird. You've had teams that look at the Cardinals. Have you seen their schedule this week? Yeah. They're playing like 3 or 4 doubleheaders this week.
Yeah,
with no day off. They're playing 2-1, 2-1, 2. I think.
Yeah,
10 games in like 4 days. That's a grind.
It is.
Yeah, and then the other thing before we get to our guest is your tweet on or Instagram post about who was it, Grisham, that took Kershaw deep and kind of jawed a little bit. I saw some Dodger fans, or one Dodger fan, our good friend.
All the mouth movers. Out there.
The mouth movers.
I got a little slack for it, and don't get me wrong, it was
Gamboa. We can go and say he's our boy.
I hate the pimping of it, but that's what the game is now. Everybody's come out and said, let the kids play, let them have fun, blah, blah, blah. So
is there
that's what the game is now.
Do you hate
then I love it.
Do you hate like all form of it? Or like a little, a slow 2 to 3 step walk and then go?
I mean, what he did. Like,
yes, that was definitely.
And like, I would hate that. And I didn't like it, but everybody's saying, let's do it. I mean, and then Dave Roberts says, you don't respect somebody like Kershaw. Well, did Muncy respect Bumgarner? I know that's a different rivalry, but Bumgarner World Series, blah, 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 not as good in the regular season as Kershaw, but he tells Bumgarner to go get it out of the ocean.
If you don't like what I'm doing, then don't throw me a pitch and I'm going to just hammer.
And that's
kind of what Rivera said on his response too.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
I mean, if you're going to throw a ball down the middle of the plate, and I hit it 450 feet.
But Alex's response was that, well, we got a bunch of guys that throw 100. So yeah, I don't think threatening hitting guys
isn't going to do much anymore.
Is the answer too, because everybody's got a guy that throws smoke.
Everybody does. But I mean, if it was a Dodgers guy, then it's okay, right? I don't know.
I didn't see a lot of people talk about it, which was kind of surprising. I saw your post and I saw some of the comments of that post. But other than that, I didn't see anything out there, people talking about it or having a big deal with it. So I don't know if there is any conversation to have. Let us know. What do you think? I know there's a lot of Dodger fans out here, so I'm sure that they didn't like it. But
I mean, they ended up winning the series anyways.
Which was huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I think San Diego was like 2 back.
And don't come at me with that either, them winning the series, because I don't care. It was mainly for the mouth movers. Just
you achieved what you wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
Somebody bid on it.
Somebody bid, and they knew who I was talking about, and so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't get mad when they do the same thing. It's just,
well, yeah, everybody does it.
Everybody does it, and if it's accepted in the game, then that was a good pimp job.
It was,
and obviously it's accepted because he didn't get thrown out the next 2 games. So
I'm with you.